Greetings, student body. My name is Sean Jackson, and for today's topic for my persuasive speech, I have chosen the topic of ISIL. ISIL, or the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant. I will briefly be going over a few of their atrocities and and what kind of threat to mankind that they pose. I will not only be exposing a few of their many atrocities, but I will also be trying to persuade you, the student body, on helping to do your part to actually fight this menace that we face in today's society. After following a few of the references that I put down below, I have recently discovered just a few of their recent atrocities from the people who have been monitoring their genocide across of Iraq and Syria. Just recently, there were ISIS videos put out of them beheading children because they were Christian. And then there were more videos of them raping women and storming all over the region of Bashir and Tus. The, the organization considered the atrocities in the two regions to meet the legal definition of genocide, the crimes against humanity. It called on the United Nations and the International Criminal Court to actually investigate all these atrocities that have been going on all throughout Iraq. The organization added that these groups began immediately committing serious human rights violations, which can be described in the crimes against humanity and genocide according to the provisions of the Convention of the Prevention of Punishment, which was actually instated in 1948. Noting that women and children took on the largest of these violations because they could not escape. Uh, they targeted these women and children honestly because it was cowardly. Uh, they picked on, how do you say, soft targets to manipulate, to spread fear amongst all through Iraq and Syria, and try to spread fear in the United States as well as various other countries, as we have seen on the news, where they have attacked people in Paris. They have been linked to attacks here in the United States, and they have even made serious threats to Russia. ISIL has also had gunmen who have crucified men and women after killing them with electricity. Among those cases were a 10-year-old child, according to the reports and witnesses and local sources of the campaign. Uh, I like to point out that one of the most heinous crimes was breaking into a house and slaughtering the entire family, including about 5 babies who were beheaded. These heinous war crimes should not be tolerated. There are already many nations who have took up arms against them, and they still try to spread their influence and try to show that what they're doing is right. They're trying to send a message by using very violent means, which actually border on the line of insanity. Not very long ago, they also released a video of a kidnapped Jordanian soldier that they had in captivity, and they showed them with him in a cage and setting him on fire. And as he screamed and begged for his life, the men just stood around him and watched. They sent this video back to the king of Jordan. Now, just imagine that. This soldier who was serving his country his family had to watch him be burnt alive. His whole nation watched him be burnt alive. And Jordan actually retaliated with extreme force and prejudice. No country should have to be subjected to these atrocities, which is why it's up to us to take a stand and do whatever we can in fighting ISIS, even if it's not going overseas and fighting them literally, but figuratively, giving our support to the troops who go over and risk their lives to fight this threat.